Welcome back to Town Loses Mind with Fudging Danganronpa. It's morning now. Yay! I'm so excited! Anyways, I think I read this line, so...
Hey!
Like, he kept insisting this place is Hope Speak Academy, but that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do you make it back to Hope Speak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope Speak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building, is it really Hope Speak Academy? This is the Hope Speak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Just what the heck is going on around here? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope Speak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talent and strong will. And the moment you're born in this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with that thing. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or you're so blinded by your admiration for Hope Speak Academy that you couldn't even see that. You're just some nobody from the reserved course who never had a talent to begin with. And nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
That's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do
As
it!
long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not the world ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma.
However...
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be our allies. What? Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she was still alive, she definitely could have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? He's not telling us to investigate like we have been.
Alright!
I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Okay, then gosh.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope Speak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anything. Maybe if we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, then let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes! Okay, thanks, Sonia. Never mind, the ultimate princess. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is. What's happened to Hope Speak Academy? None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But, Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. You should already know that we never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
So what are we going to do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'm going to go on ahead for now.
Whoa.
Hey, you're already going.
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything. Jesus,
However-
guys. I thought you guys were friends. Yeah. It will be fine. There was no longer any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Alright!
So we should do what's best they say. Like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're
Kana already
pathetic.
took off on her own. And it might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonya said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those before Fuyuriko left the gym.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonya took a deep bow and left the gym.
Oh my.
So, I guess it's just me and you, Hajime. Miss Sonia,
Miss Sonia.
please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. No doubt about that. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I had to escape this nightmare to return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope, even though I don't understand, and that is a lot more horrifying. And that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. What was that, Hajime? Nothing? I'm going... Wait a minute.
I knew you could do it.
Monokuma. Robo-Kuna? Danganronpa 2x2, Robo-Kuna. How did I get here? Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gym, but it's clearly different. Is this what Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. This hallway, there is a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? It might be just you, or... I don't know. It's been forever since I've been in this fudging school. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to accept the inside of this building makes sense to expect. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Moan, The History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Why is the manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with the history first, class!
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first chance? That depends on the person! So just as I thought, Monokuma, what was the point? Made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to get out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy's history and is narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Get it? Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are the key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering through a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress within the research of their talent. They decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Speak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Speak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Speak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent to create Hope Speak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. If I go in... Oh, I should go in reverse order, shouldn't I? Huh? I think it was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned in the end of this manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy? These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names. I don't know the details, but no, it'll just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because this manga. More importantly, I learned something because I already did this. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right? How rich were my parents? Who are my parents? That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known that even before you entered. Before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact you were one of the reserve corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase the memories of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected as of a reserve corps student. Okay, damn it, what the hell was that? Reserve department. Nice, nice, nice. I think I'll do the voices and fudging. I'm getting very bored and I need to remember how to do the voices. Except for, what's his faces. I'm not touching that. Holy shit, I forgot his name. Nekomaru Nidai. I'm not doing his voice. Ever. To the biolab? It's locked. It's great. Is the classroom open or some shit? Oh yeah, 5A's open. This is another manga laying on top of that desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. Huh. Wasn't The Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy mentioned that other manga too? It's why Hope Peak Academy went bankrupt and it was the trigger for the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? My name is Jason Bond. I am a certified murderer. I looked for the manga on the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy occurred at Hope Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamuraku. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hopes. Hope Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Holding a superior talent for hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students of the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, this incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student covered what the Academy did, and by making the knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the reserve corps students, who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began, and that held the Hope Peak Academy's destruction. This isn't the entirety of the tragedy of Hope Peak. Eventually, the incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa Zero. The heavy side closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too illegal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with the bar of gold. Oh, you should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always deleted with something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But Ultimate Hope, Agito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Agito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. And what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I'd have no reason to do something like that. Nice Tragedy of Hope Peak. Anyway, I've learned about the Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, the most tragic event in human history is far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's the other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. But eventually we'll figure out the answer, right? Is this open now? Who died before Chiaki and Nagito? That would be Gundam Tanaka, wouldn't it? What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in this room. I don't know why I added that part. Man, this room is awful. Like I'm in a freezer or something. I just stand still and I'm freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, a book. There's another manga just laying around here. The time to start all this. Manga form was the biggest, most awful tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about creepily drawn characters get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It is drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is grotesque. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. Oh. What was Gundam's voice? At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, but people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding to the real world. When the movement started, it was indeed indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light, as in the light of Sisyphus. By then it was too late. The ends of the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of the actions began to disappear, as if the arrows were pressing the more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with the deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading around and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by a high school student progress to such a hopeless situation? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Jesus. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created a tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Maybe this was a bad idea to do the rest of their voices. Holy shit, this is going to be a long chapter. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, this is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening to the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. And what is this messed up manga? Who knows? I thought you'd obviously known about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though. They stem still your school memories. The incident happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live your well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by saying at the beginning. Don't flashback. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world so we want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps no, that's definitely it. Nice. A tragedy. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But they're known as the Ultimate Despair. They're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, I guess that's what they were called, Ultimates. And are the killings we involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. I ran out of the freezing room. So yeah, I'm doing different voices because I don't want to read it in fudging my regular ass voice. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? I don't know why I did that one in the voice. It's not Monokuma. It's me. It's Hajime Yanada, the ultimate lucky student. No, sorry, that's Nagito. He's dead. He's dead. Rest in peace, Nagito. You got hit by a bazooka. Stupid. Ah, fudge. Can I even do Nekomawa's voice? Oh, hardly matters. No manga. No, I should just ignore it. I'm gonna pretend I don't see him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Hey, Monokuma. Oh, hi, Hajime.
Hiya.
Why? I forgot. Okay, well, good job me predicting the line. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you about on this floor. Teehee, I got bored of drawing a manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. What? Surprise, it's about the Ultimate Despair. Even the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days.
Actually,
It was originally titled for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and field person alive. A high school girl?
yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans are obsessed with their philosophy, have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With a charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
And what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? What did they cause that incident? It doesn't make any sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they just did what they did without any purpose.
hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair, huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed fleshy. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recorded the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed into their minds. And so the ultimate despair who'd been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether their own or anyone else, was dedicated to Junko and Oshima, like believers make offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her child. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko's and Oshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutation. And to hopelessly taught it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. You know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days?
in other words,
Junko had the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide.
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair, Junko Enoshima. Hey, it doesn't even scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Ultimate Despair. Nice. Reserve Department. Nice. Oh. I found a manga. Hey, here you go. Is that true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see it? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about Killing School Life? Like the killings we're involved in. They were killings that happened at Hope Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to
Well,
defeat
yeah.
her. Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the Geek Academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko Enoshima. Mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead?
like...
Turns out the Killing School Life was a part of the whole biggest, most novel, most tragic, whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Peak Academy. And she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcasted worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole time?
So...
Students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched their broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up! But the messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima's failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in a trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's already dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima ain't alive anymore. Then, who's our enemy? Junko Enoshima's already dead. The rest of the Ultimate Despair is behind this? Are they followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved in resemble that Killing School Life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stopped the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. If it really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island? Are they broadcasting somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Nice. Killing School Life. Nice. Junko Enoshima has been updated. Man, Hadri, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh
do?
well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the... What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh.
One step at a time. You're getting closer to killing my character out. Not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information about the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Alright. Oh my god, we're on the 4th floor. There's so many left. Oh my gosh, it's almost 30 minutes in. If it takes 30 minutes per floor, I'm not going to finish this game for like another week. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Everything's locked, except for, presumably, the music room. Here. What the? This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like there's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? Not just that, the marking engraved to the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below the symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Peak Academy? Aren't they known as Worldender? This is completely different. He completely made it up. Future Foundation's origins, nice. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Floating words are forming sentences. It looks like it's a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, We have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there were a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko's and Oshima rallying them. In the worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origin and haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo Roles program. Survivors of Hope Peak Academy. 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who's part of the Future Foundation, there are definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking for some other world. What happened outside of Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we lost. The Academy survivors, nice. I guess it's all included in this room. It's probably confusing. It's on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Peak Academy and they took us in to protect us. If that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's Future Foundation, then his true identity must be the ultimate despair to cause the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Holy shit, the ones who were carrying out the wheel of Junko and Oshima making us go through all this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. Was the research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient room. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there's still so many mysteries. Where to now? Slowest turn I possibly could have done, cool. File up? Nope. The only door that was locked was, this one. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has a stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Not that you mention it. It does look like that.
Well.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this going to be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. There were letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email somewhere. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Oshima, the fact remains that they are all incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy is not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, there will not be an end to this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean, is this in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess it's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Nice. The remnants of despair. There's something written in the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. There's newspapers posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Senjanji is written there. What's this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Senjanji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew was a midget and a bitch. She was much smaller and looked much more childlike. It was pretty much a defining feature. Oh, I thought her big, massive twin tails were a massive feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure is too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Senjanji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has his older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? I mean, that's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But Did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko's the Sanjanji's family only daughter. She doesn't have a sister than a relative? No, that's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you
That's Hyoko! Huh?
Of course not.
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She's got away with all kind of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Well,
I'm
regardless, all the clues I
feeling
provided are true. If they weren't, this wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth. This is the truth. Then the Hyoko in the newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
this is bad.
If it says subjects, means there was some kind of experiment, right? The experiment changed Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying that out loud makes me sound messed up. What experiment? Some kind of experiment would mean that we'll also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are written on the blackboard under that list of subjects, but what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with that time travel. Nice. List of subjects. Well, oh, is that... The extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name mentioned in the place card says Hope Street Academy founder, Izuwa Kamamori. Founder of Hope Street Academy, and this name is Izuwa Kamamori. Does this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Founder of Hope Street. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hazumi. You should now go on to the next stage. Next stage. Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised if I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about that is just going to waste my energy. Let's see what's on this floor. Okay, that's blocked off. Thought we were gonna get some more mangas at some point. Guess not though, that's fine. I'll live. There's ability to taper the dartboard in a shelf line with magazines. It's hard to think of like a room like this actually exists inside a school. Just look at the file. It's a file with Hope Street Academy seals on it. It says confidential. This means it's a big secret, right? What would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside this file. How about the Hope Coke... Oh wait, I guess I could do another voice since it's a file. I don't know. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Street Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation. We must succeed at all costs. It follows a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It's full of difficult technical terms. I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Street Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about those words. True hope, huh? Nice. Hope Cultivation Plan. Man, I don't really like this game as much as the other two. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we finally succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful acquiring in all 15 of them. Due to the fact we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigations, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter. We have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Nice. Remnants of Despair has been updated. The Academy survivor has been... It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, then why were we forced to kill each other on this island? I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep blowing like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect to everything of what's happening right now. Yeah. Oh, there was only one thing on the third floor? Jesus. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming of something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. I would talk to you, Akane, but I think your text might glitch.
It smells...
It's close. It's very close. Someone's coming. Kane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut
They're
feeling.
definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. The answer this without your guts. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is... They're both!
Yo!
Yeah, he's right. They're both. But what do you mean both?
You.
Yeah, I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, library is where you gotta go if you want to read. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. You mean there's one email? That might be it. This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation. I should read it. There's no doubt that's another clue. The Future Foundation, 14th in the Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to this world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our deals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy and you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants to despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Nice. Email to Makoto Naegi. Remnants of despair has been updated. Yeah, sure. Still on the 2nd floor, good for me. The pool, maybe? What? Why did it... Huh? Huh, didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but looks like this is the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in school, now suddenly I'm in a laundry room. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like power was on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Ooh. Neo World Program. Neo World Program? The World Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychological Communications Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent fields of technology and administrative software to develop the Neo World Program. Individuals such as the Ultimate Program, the Ultimate Neutralist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people who research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows the subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in a synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapy purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks totally personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program. A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts to say goodbye to the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly if I was comparing the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags and more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me too. Nice neo-world program. I think that should explain what the fudge is going on in this game.
Hiya!
Hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the Killing School trip? By the way, did you guys remember the speed I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you the world truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. Oh my god, this hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh my gosh, the game is fudging breaking down.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect, huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine which you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh?
Oh my.
Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? What's wrong with you, Sonia? I don't know. Is that Mama Kuma? The moment you discover the truth that was a lie, all hope will disappear. Yeah, let's interact with this. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? The moment I looked at that object. Whoa! I don't remember the voice. It's been fudging ages since I've had to do anything close to Chihiro's voice. Here, let me find it. Welcome! Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me? Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy to call me Alter Ego. That is my name my master gave me when he created me. He can talk, but what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert that much influence. In fact, my existence is the one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. It's a floating feeling, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground, or feel the ground. Like I can't even believe in my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, where is the Neo World program? The Neo World program is a metadata collection is procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experiment stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means data detailing Jabberwock Island, where the research facility is located. That is where the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I were meant to ask you a question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know what the circumstances are of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words. I understand what it means, but I can't understand what's being said. There's no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction? Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What is the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you guys can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of my features of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it's possible to remove the time period you set it to. From there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world, removing memories of any time period you set it to. So Monica was right. We did lose our school memories, but why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Putting the program on the Survivors of Hope Peak Academy while it's still in the experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason, but unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Was the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide much help. If only I was more reliable. Then I would have lost my authority to a virus like that. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer and the teacher role had been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer and the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so it seemed they'd see the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rule of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they created, there is no risk of abuse. But because the virus is affecting everything, that has changed. It changed the world where violence should have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. Just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but the function is beyond my capability. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole a portion of my abilities which contain my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so I wouldn't have complete control. Even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monica Rock and Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's the one on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means the supposed virus is so smart to surpass this Alter Ego? If so, doesn't that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack on another one? That's so freaking irritating! But how did the virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through the network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility, and discreetly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It's part of the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who can enter that facility was someone who's a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is true? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers, nice. Neo World, nice. But it's true that the virus is powerful and I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it is a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death, and the death yourself is inevitable. If so, it can all be parallel to the reflection on the dimension of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there to part again. Change the results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerating crosses with the joint ownership of the world in the situation from the context invites you or hey. What the heck? What just happened? Uh-oh. You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the other one? Maybe you can't hear my voice from the side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, this video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us. I really want to save you right away, but because of that virus interference, I couldn't. All orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. The alter ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that we're quitting, and it means the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. So this guy can't even hear me or see me. Who is this guy anyways? Is he really our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and I believe you'll live there listening to me. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus as looking inside the Neo World program. That's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What do you want to save us? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037? 11037, that's the number we found at Nizumi Castle. The door to the ancient room was supposed to open after you've all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts about this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought that an observer might end up going well. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in a place where the teacher will not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. The number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I'm entrusted to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they're going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In the worst case scenario, when an observer who's got the role of teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you guys use that, you guys will win. However, in order to stop the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number as...
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. That's no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff. I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting for a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. That's the only thing I can do. Is prevent that virus invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? Mystery's getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. What are we supposed to do when the truth is really a lie? We know we're working toward a conclusion that nobody wants to hear, but still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason for us to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had experienced something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, won't that all be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Nice. 11037. Leon. Shutdown sequence. Nice. Oh my gosh.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's... See you soon.
Okay. Red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what it all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Okay, we have 30 seconds until my limit goes up, so I'm just gonna run to this door and open it. He means this red door, right? Okay, that's as good as we're gonna get. Join us next time for the class trial. For the ending of this game, after like 3 episodes of class trial. Then we'll be done, and I'll be happy. Okay, that's all for now. Until then, ta-ta.